So perfect was the way of heaven, that, at the end of 400 years, Godgur, his lords, and his sub-gods, had 8.5 billion souls of grade 88 ready for the third resurrection as Jehovah's harvest. So Apollo sent Adova, division goddess of Reth, in Coke, in Etheria, down to the lower heaven, to deliver Godgur and his hosts. And they were thus raised up to Etheria in a sea of fire, and made one with Jehovah. The next government in the lower heaven, and on the earth, was in like manner, and the next deliverance in Dan, was 10 billion souls, of grade 65. Similarly was the next administration in the lower heaven, and on the earth, and the deliverance was 10 billion, of grade 50. Likewise was the next administration on the earth, and in the lower heaven, and the deliverance was 10 billion, of grade 38. So Apollo commanded these to be delivered in the Aegean fields of Oahspe, in Sanak and Orint, for they were unsuited for Etheria. The next administration in the lower heaven, and on the earth continued in similar manner to those previous, and the deliverance was 16 billion, but they were of grade 24. So Apollo commanded them to be delivered in the nebulous straits of Kappachiaka, for further development. The next administration in the lower heaven, was as those previous, but not so on the earth. For the kings and queens carried the idolatry too far, and mortals began destroying ill-formed children and cripples, thus casting the ills of mortality into heaven. So there was no deliverance for the last ann of Apollo's cycle, and Jehovah received no harvest. Thus ended the cycle of Apollo, being 2,800 years.